Welcome to a moment that could transform your life. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in an endless race, chasing goals that seem to move further away no matter how hard you run? Every day feels like a blur, filled with noise, distractions, and expectations that weigh you down. Maybe you're constantly busy, but never truly fulfilled. You're not alone. This is the reality of modern life, a cycle that traps so many of us. But what if this year could be different? What if 2025 could be the year you finally step away from the chaos and reclaim your inner peace? In a world that glorifies productivity and busyness, it's easy to forget the simple truth. Happiness and purpose don't come from doing more. They come from being present, from living with intention, and from aligning your actions with your deeper values. And that's where Buddhist wisdom can guide us. Buddhist teachings remind us of the beauty of stillness, the power of mindfulness, and the importance of embracing the present moment. These aren't just abstract ideas, they are practical lessons that can help us navigate life's challenges, let go of unnecessary suffering, and rediscover what truly matters. Imagine waking up each day without the weight of yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's worries. Imagine being fully present with your loved ones, experiencing each moment with gratitude and clarity. That's the life Buddhist lessons invite us to create, and it starts with a single, mindful breath. This year, let's pause together. Let's step off the treadmill of distractions and reconnect with what's truly meaningful. You don't need to escape to a monastery or radically change your life to find peace. With a few small intentional shifts inspired by timeless Buddhist wisdom, you can transform the way you experience each day. We'll explore powerful teachings like the practice of mindfulness, the art of letting go, and the importance of compassion for yourself and others. These lessons are not just spiritual ideals. They are tools you can use to reshape your daily life, reduce stress, and cultivate a sense of balance and purpose. This isn't just another year. It's your opportunity to break free from the noise and align your life with a deeper, more fulfilling path. Together, we'll take this journey step by step, breath by breath, uncovering the wisdom that has guided countless generations toward peace and clarity. So, take a moment right now. Breathe deeply, feel the air fill your lungs, and then gently let it go. This simple act of mindfulness is the beginning of your transformation. 25 can be your year of renewal, your year to embrace the teachings of Buddhist wisdom and rediscover the beauty of life in its purest form. Let's take this journey together towards stillness, purpose, and peace. True growth begins with one essential question. Do you truly know yourself? Take a moment to reflect. Beneath the layers of your daily roles and responsibilities, who are you? What thoughts and emotions guide the choices you make? In the endless rush of modern life, it's so easy to lose sight of these questions. We get swept up in routines, distractions, and expectations until we forget to pause and simply look inward. But Buddhist wisdom offers us a gentle reminder. What we think, we become. This simple truth holds immense power. Our thoughts shape our reality, influencing how we see the world and how we navigate it. Yet how often do we stop to observe our thoughts, to truly notice what stories we tell ourselves, what fears hold us back, or what dreams quietly call out to us? Self-awareness is not about judgment. It's not about labeling thoughts as good or bad, right or wrong. It's about noticing them, really noticing, without getting caught up in their pull. When we do this, we start to uncover the roots of our struggles. We see the patterns that keep us stuck and the habits that no longer serve us. And in this awareness, we create space to plant seeds of growth and transformation. This year, make a promise to yourself. Take just 5 minutes each day to sit in stillness. You don't need a perfect space or a special ritual. Just find a quiet moment, close your eyes, and simply breathe. As you sit, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What are my fears? What are my dreams? What patterns or thoughts are holding me back from the life I want to live? This practice isn't about finding immediate answers. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and transformation doesn't follow a straight line. But every moment of self-reflection is like watering a seed. Over time, these seeds grow into clarity, strength, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Self-awareness is the foundation for true growth. Without it, we are like a ship lost at sea, guided only by external forces. But with it, we can steer our lives with intention and purpose. We can let go of the struggles we've carried for too long and embrace the possibility of a lighter, freer way of being. So start small, 5 minutes, one breath at a time. As you breathe, you'll begin to notice the layers of noise falling away. You'll uncover a deeper connection to your inner self, a place of peace and wisdom that has always been within you. This year, let Buddhist lessons inspire you to reconnect with your thoughts and emotions. Let them guide you towards self-awareness and the transformation that comes with it. Remember, the journey isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Each mindful moment is a step toward becoming the person you were always meant to be. Your path to growth begins now, with one breath, with one thought, with one act of self-awareness. Let's take this journey together. Purpose is like a compass, quietly guiding us through the chaos of life. It gives direction to our days and meaning to our efforts. But pause for a moment and ask yourself, why do I wake up every morning? What drives me to strive, to work, to dream? Without a clear sense of purpose, even our most impressive achievements can feel empty, like climbing a mountain only to find the view wasn't what we hoped for. In Buddhist philosophy, purpose is not about grand ambitions or external success. It's about alignment, bringing our actions into harmony with our values and our heart's deepest truths. Purpose doesn't demand perfection or constant productivity. Instead, it asks us to live with intention, to move through life guided by what truly matters. This year, take a moment to explore your purpose. Ask yourself, what resonates with me? What fills me with meaning and joy? These questions may seem simple, but they are profound. The answers lie not in what others expect of you, but in the quiet whispers of your heart. Start with this practice. Find a quiet space and breathe deeply. As you sit, reflect on what truly matters to you. Write down 3 things that feel most important, 3 things that make your heart feel full and alive. They could be as simple as love, kindness, or creativity, or they might be a desire to help others, to grow, or to live a life of peace. These 3 things are the seeds of your purpose. Once you've named them, nurture them. Let them guide your choices and your actions. When life feels overwhelming or uncertain, return to these values. They are your compass, helping you find clarity and strength in even the most challenging moments. Purpose doesn't need to be grand or dramatic. It doesn't need to impress anyone else. In fact, some of the most meaningful purposes are quiet and humble, like being present for your loved ones, spreading kindness, or growing in understanding and wisdom. Buddhist teachings remind us that purpose is not about doing more. It's about being aligned with what matters most. Over time, you'll notice something incredible. When your actions align with your purpose, life feels lighter, more fulfilling. Even small tasks take on meaning when they are connected to something larger. You feel more resilient because you're no longer distracted by what doesn't matter. Instead, you're anchored in what does. So this year, let Buddhist wisdom inspire you to explore and embrace your purpose. Let it be your guide as you navigate the distractions and uncertainties of life. And remember, purpose is not something you find. It's something you uncover within yourself. It's already there, waiting for you to listen. Take this step today. Reflect on your values, write them down, let them grow, and let them lead you toward a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and aligned with your true self. With purpose, as your compass, every day becomes an opportunity to live with meaning and intention. The journey begins now. Let's walk it together. In today's world, we are surrounded by the constant hum of notifications, likes, and comments, a relentless stream of external validation that seems to define success and self-worth. It's easy to fall into the trap of tying your happiness to what others think of you. Did they approve? Did they applaud? Did they notice? But here's the truth. No amount of praise, no number of followers, and no pile of awards can truly sustain you if you don't first find joy within yourself. External validation is fleeting. It's like chasing the horizon, always just out of reach no matter how far you run. Buddhist wisdom offers us a different path, one that leads inward, to a peace that isn't dependent on the opinions of others. Buddhist teachings remind us that real happiness and self-worth come from within. Instead of asking, "What will people think?" ask yourself, "Am I proud of the effort I've made?" This simple shift in perspective changes everything. It frees you from the exhausting cycle of chasing approval and allows you to focus on what truly matters to you. Take a moment to reflect on your life. How often do you make choices based on the hope of being liked or praised? How often do you hesitate, worried about what others might think? These moments, small as they may seem, can quietly shape your days, your actions, and even your sense of self. But what if you let go of that need for approval? What if you allowed yourself to celebrate the process instead of just the results? Imagine finding joy in the effort itself, in the learning, the growth, and the simple act of trying. This is the essence of Buddhist wisdom, to be fully present, to honor the journey, and to let go of attachment to outcomes. When you stop chasing the applause, something beautiful happens. You start to notice the small, quiet joys of life, the satisfaction of doing your best, the pride of staying true to your values, and the peace of knowing that your worth isn't tied to anyone else's opinion. These moments of inner joy are far more lasting and fulfilling than any amount of external praise. This year, make a commitment to yourself. Whenever you're faced with a decision or a challenge, pause and ask, "Am I doing this because it aligns with my values and brings me joy? Or am I doing this to impress someone else?" Let the answer guide you. Celebrate the effort you put in, no matter the outcome. Trust in your own inner compass, not the fleeting opinions of the world. Buddhist lessons remind us that true peace and happiness come from within. They teach us to focus on the present moment, to value the process, and to release ourselves from the endless cycle of seeking approval. This practice isn't easy in a world that constantly pulls us outward, but it's worth it. Every time you choose to honor your own effort and integrity over external validation, you take a step toward freedom, a freedom that allows you to live authentically and find joy in simply being yourself. And that, more than any number of likes or followers, is what truly matters. So today, start small. Celebrate one effort you've made, not because someone noticed, but because it mattered to you. Let this be the beginning of a shift, a step toward embracing Buddhist wisdom and living a life rooted in inner peace and self-worth. The journey to finding joy within begins now. Let's take it together. Imagine trying to light up a dark room with a flickering candle. The flame is weak, the light uneven, and the shadows dance across the walls, making everything seem distorted and unclear. Now think of your mind. When it's scattered and distracted, it works much the same way, chaotic, unfocused, and unable to illuminate the path ahead. But what if you could steady the flame? What if you could bring clarity and calm to your thoughts, allowing your mind to shine brightly, lighting your way through even the most challenging tasks? Buddhist wisdom teaches us this profound truth. The secret of health for both mind and body is to live in the present moment. This timeless lesson reminds us that true focus, clarity, and peace are found not in multitasking or rushing, but in being fully present. Distraction has become the norm in our modern world. Notifications pull us in every direction, and the pressure to juggle countless responsibilities leaves us feeling overwhelmed. But what if this year could be different? What if 2025 could be the year you commit to mastering focus and reclaiming your attention? Start with a simple practice. Each morning, take a moment to pause and reflect on what truly matters. Choose 3 priorities for the day. Just 3. These could be tasks, goals, or intentions that align with your values and your purpose. Write them down, and as you move through your day, dedicate uninterrupted time to each one. When distractions arise, and they will, don't fight them or get frustrated. Instead, gently guide your attention back to what you were doing. Imagine your mind as a still pond. Each distraction is like a pebble creating ripples, but with patience and practice, the surface will calm again, reflecting clarity and focus. This isn't just about productivity, it's about joy. When you bring your full attention to even the simplest tasks, something remarkable happens. Washing the dishes becomes an act of mindfulness. Writing an email becomes an expression of care. Playing with your child becomes a moment of pure connection. Focus transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. Over time, this practice of mindful focus will reshape not just your days, but your entire outlook on life. You'll find yourself less overwhelmed and more energized, less stressed and more at peace. You'll notice that your accomplishments, big or small, feel more meaningful because they come from a place of intention and presence. Buddhist lessons remind us that clarity is not something we achieve by doing more. It's something we cultivate by being present, by letting go of the noise and returning to what truly matters. It's about steadying the flickering flame of our attention and allowing it to shine brightly. This year, take the first step toward mastering your focus. Each day, choose your 3 priorities. Dedicate time to them with full presence, and when your mind wanders, gently bring it back. This practice is not about perfection, it's about progress. With each passing day, you'll strengthen your ability to focus and find joy in the journey. So let 2025 be the year you light up your life with clarity and calm. Let Buddhist wisdom guide you as you transform the way you approach each moment. The path to focus, productivity, and joy begins now, one mindful moment at a time. Life's storms are inevitable. Sudden loss, missed opportunities, unexpected challenges. They arrive without warning, like thunderclouds gathering on a clear day. In these moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, swept up by waves of fear, anger, or sadness. But Buddhist wisdom offers us a powerful reminder. While we cannot control the storms, we can cultivate a deep and steady inner stillness to carry us through them. This is the essence of emotional resilience. It's not about avoiding pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about learning to pause, reflect, and respond with clarity instead of reacting impulsively. It's about becoming like a calm lake, where even the strongest ripples eventually settle, leaving the surface clear and still. Building resilience is a skill, one that anyone can develop with practice, and one of the most powerful tools for cultivating it is meditation. Daily meditation is not just a spiritual practice, it's a way to train your mind and heart to stay grounded, no matter how chaotic life becomes. Here's how you can start. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply, feeling the air fill your lungs, and then exhale slowly, releasing tension with each breath. As you sit, emotions may arise: anger, sadness, frustration. Instead of pushing them away, simply observe them. Imagine your emotions as ripples on the surface of a lake. Watch them come and go without judgment, knowing they are temporary, like clouds passing through the sky. This practice might feel challenging at first, especially when emotions are strong. But over time, you'll notice a shift. You'll find that the storms of life don't shake you as much as they once did. Instead of being swept away, you'll stand firm, grounded in your own inner peace. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel pain or struggle. It means you'll have the strength to face life's challenges without losing yourself in the process. You'll respond with wisdom and clarity rather than reacting out of fear or anger. This shift can transform the way you experience difficulties, turning them into opportunities for growth and understanding. Buddhist teachings remind us that stillness is not the absence of storms, but the ability to find peace within them. It's about recognizing that while the outer world may be chaotic, your inner world can remain calm and steady. This resilience becomes a foundation for living with courage, compassion, and strength. So, as you navigate the inevitable storms of life, remember to pause. Take a breath, return to the stillness within you, commit to just a few minutes of meditation each day, and watch as this practice strengthens your ability to handle challenges with grace. This year, let Buddhist wisdom guide you toward cultivating emotional resilience. Let it teach you that while you cannot control life's storms, you can choose how you navigate them. And in doing so, you'll discover a well of strength and clarity within yourself that no storm can shake. The journey to resilience begins with a single breath. Let's take it together. Imagine holding onto a rope so tightly that it burns your hands. The pain intensifies with every moment, but still, you cling to it, unwilling to let go. Now ask yourself, why? Why do we hold on to things that hurt us, grudges, fears, expectations, when letting go could set us free? This is the nature of attachment. Buddhist wisdom teaches us you only lose what you cling to. The more tightly we grasp at things, whether it's material possessions, relationships, or even our own beliefs, the more we invite suffering into our lives. But when we learn to let go, we find freedom, peace, and clarity. Think about your life for a moment. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Perhaps it's a painful memory that replays in your mind, an expectation that weighs on your shoulders, or a fear that holds you back from moving forward. These attachments, though intangible, are like heavy bags we carry everywhere. They drain our energy, cloud our vision, and keep us stuck in the past. This year, commit to releasing these burdens. Start by acknowledging them. Ask yourself, what am I clinging to and why? Once you've identified these attachments, begin the process of letting go. This doesn't mean forgetting or ignoring your emotions. It means accepting them without letting them define you. Letting go can be uncomfortable, even frightening, because attachment often feels like control. But Buddhist teachings remind us that true freedom comes not from control, but from surrender. When we release our grip, we open ourselves to the flow of life, to new possibilities, and to the peace that comes from simply being present. Replace attachment with gratitude. Instead of focusing on what you lack or fear losing, shift your attention to what you have right now. Gratitude transforms our perspective. It reminds us that life's beauty lies not in holding on to things, but in appreciating them as they are. In this moment, when you practice gratitude, you create space for peace, growth, and purpose to take root. Here's a simple exercise to try. Each day, take a few minutes to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. Write them down, speak them aloud, or hold them in your heart. This practice doesn't erase challenges or struggles, but it helps you see the blessings that exist alongside them. It teaches you to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. Letting go is not about giving up or losing. It's about choosing freedom over suffering, growth over stagnation. It's about realizing that clinging doesn't preserve happiness, it prevents it. By releasing what no longer serves you, you create space for what truly matters: peace, purpose, and joy. So as you move through this year, remember the image of the rope in your hands. Every time you feel yourself holding on too tightly, pause, take a deep breath, and let go little by little. With each release, you'll find yourself lighter, freer, and more open to the beauty of life as it unfolds. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that the path to peace is not found in holding on, but in letting go. Trust this wisdom, trust yourself, and embrace the journey of releasing what no longer serves you so you can step into a life filled with clarity and purpose. The journey begins now with a single breath. Let's take it together. The most powerful way to inspire others isn't through words or grand gestures, it's by living authentically. When your actions align with your values, you radiate a quiet strength and integrity that touches everyone around you. Authenticity is not about perfection. It's about embracing your true self with honesty and courage, even in the face of challenges. Think of a bamboo tree. It doesn't rush or compete with the trees around it. It grows steadily, silently, and with purpose. Its strength rooted in its authenticity. It bends but does not break, standing tall through storms because its foundation is strong. In the same way, when you live authentically, you become grounded and resilient, no matter what life throws your way. This year, make a commitment to yourself. Choose actions that reflect your true self, even when it's difficult. Take a moment to reflect on what matters most to you. What values guide your life? Honesty, compassion, kindness, courage. These are not just words. They are the foundation of who you are. When your choices and actions align with these values, you create a life of meaning and integrity. Living authentically doesn't mean you won't face challenges. In fact, it often requires walking the harder path, making decisions that may not be popular or easy, but are true to your heart. But with each step, you strengthen your inner resolve and deepen your connection to your values. This authenticity inspires others in ways you may not even realize. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that our growth creates ripples, just like a stone dropped into a still pond. When you embrace honesty, compassion, and purpose, those qualities extend beyond you. They influence the people you encounter, encouraging them to reflect on their own lives and make choices that align with their values. Imagine the impact you can have simply by being yourself. Your authenticity becomes a light that others can follow. You show them that it's possible to live with integrity, even in a world that often values convenience over truth. You inspire them to find their own strength and live in alignment with their values. Here's a practice to guide you this year. Begin each day with a simple reflection. Ask yourself, what choices can I make today that align with my true self? How can I show honesty, compassion, and purpose in my actions? Write down your thoughts or carry them with you as an intention throughout the day. Remember, authenticity doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It's about being real, being vulnerable, and embracing who you are in every moment. Some days will be easier than others, but each step you take toward living authentically strengthens your foundation, like the bamboo growing steadily over time. As you walk this path, know that your growth is not just for you. Your actions, your courage, and your integrity create ripples that touch everyone you meet. Whether it's through a kind word, a brave decision, or a moment of compassion, your authenticity inspires others to do the same. In this way, you become a quiet but powerful force for positive change in the world. This year, let Buddhist wisdom guide you to live with intention and authenticity. Like the bamboo tree, let your growth be steady, silent, and strong. Let your choices reflect your true self, and watch as your life and the lives of those around you transform. The journey to living authentically begins now with one honest choice. Let's take that step together.